Everyone, Mike Gillette here, and I've been reflecting on the idea of something I call cumulative value. And cumulative value is just a term that I use to describe things which become inherently more valuable over time. And the reason that I've been thinking about that is because I've been spending a little bit of time in the last couple of weeks engaging in some social media groups or forums, which is a bit unfamiliar for me. And these groups are geared towards men, and they're really, I think, at their essence about building relationships. Husbands, fathers, those types of groups, and correspondingly, some of the issues which are presented by members of these groups, the difficulties and the challenges that these young men face, tend to have some common themes. And one of the things that I notice is that there's a lot of relationship problems out there which seem to have sort of at their core a lack of appreciation for cumulative value, if you will. So you have guys who might be cheating on their significant others. You have guys with significant others that are continuing to cheat on them, and that can be attributed to any number of issues. And obviously, when you're into the realm of infidelity in the context of a relationship, I mean, you're in deal breaker territory. Many relationships don't survive that, and sometimes they should not. So the thing that I see, coming from the perspective of someone who's been fortunate to be married for a fairly long time, 35 years plus at the present time, one thing that I've been very clear on is cumulative value. The idea that some things increase in worth simply by maintaining the thing. To use perhaps a ridiculous analogy, once upon a time, a boy might have a toy, and most toys, pieces get broken, accessories get lost, they just become weathered and beat up over time. But toys that are kept in excellent condition, when they are respected, when they're treated well, see where I'm going, they can actually increase in value, and increase in value significantly, well above and beyond the original purchase price. I mean, you go online and you can look at the price of vintage comic books, vintage toys, those sorts of things. Suddenly something as mundane as a toy can become an antique. As you sort of transition from something into something entirely different, merely because of the cumulative value. And if we would approach relationships with that same idea in mind, that they're not just the static thing that is fulfilling an immediate need, but something that, if dealt with properly, treated with respect, nurtured, if you will, that the relationship actually increases in significance, increases in value, and develops additional layers of value that were never apparent in the early days of that relationship. There's, of course, a myriad of issues that feed into, why people do things that aren't in their best interest, that aren't in the best interest of people that they ostensibly care about. But one thing I do believe is the perspective that we bring to those circumstances, those situations. And I think this idea of cumulative value is worth exploring. So consider that. Consider how your life might be different if you approached more things within your life as having this ability to actually increase in value, to become more important for you, simply by how you chose to engage with that thing. Cumulative value.